Hey everybody, how are you guys? I hope you guys are good. Okay, so I gotta take a minute, okay, and I gotta talk about our country and where we are at in our country, okay? We're at a time where the average, okay, let's just say the average, if you're looking to buy, or if you're looking to rent, okay, let's talk about the rental market for a second. If you are looking to rent a 3-bedroom, it doesn't matter if it's a 3-bedroom house or a 3-bedroom apartment, but if you are looking to rent a 3-bedroom, you are paying anywhere between $1,800 a month to $2,700 a month. Okay, monthly. That's just for your rent. That doesn't include any of your utilities. Doesn't include your electric, your internet, your gas, your whatever you heat with. None of that, okay? So, if you, let's just cap it and say at a minimum $2,000 a month, right? The average person, or the average family, if you're living on one income, the average family is making about $30,000 to $40,000 a year. Okay, if you're paying at the minimum $2,000 a month for rent, that's $24,000 for the year. So you've already spent over half of your income for that year on your rent, and that includes nothing else. Like, that's how insane it is. Now, if you're paying more than that, if you're paying $2,500, $2,700 a month, I mean, forget it. Just look at what you would be paying in rent. It's so extremely high. And I know some of it, they want to say, oh, well, during COVID, people were out of work, so they weren't paying their rent, and landlords couldn't kick people out because we were in a pandemic. So landlords got screwed. I get it. This is the country, though, that we live in. That's what they're trying to pay for rent. And you want to know why there's so many homeless people and families, not even homeless drug addicts on the street. I'm talking families that once were thriving and now are literally homeless because they cannot pay their bills. Like gas, electric, propane, whatever you're paying for just that stuff, it's doubled, tripled from what it used to be, the cost. It's completely insane. Now, let's move on to, they have programs out there that they say are to help American people, American citizens, help families, right? But then you go to these people and they say, listen, you work for a living, you make too much to receive our help, but not and you're going, well, how can I make too much to receive help when I don't even make enough to make it, right? It's so, you can't make it with the cost of living being so extremely high. And don't forget, all of that stuff, all of your bills, plus your rent, plus your food. Food is freaking insane right now. So anyway, these people say, well, you don't make enough to make it, but you make too much for us to help you. So these programs and these services that are supposed to be there to help American people, instead they say, listen, if you want to go on welfare and bum it up for a living, then we'll help you. Then we'll pay your bills. And now, if you're an illegal, they will help you and they will pay your bills. But if you're an American citizen that is actually out there working for a living, just not making enough to cut it, you get no help. I mean, it's totally crazy that that's the world that we live in. That is where our country has gone. They don't want to help people that are trying to help themselves. They want to help people that are just standing there with their hand out trying to get shit for free. And it's amazing to me. that this is the country that we live in, and this is the state that our country is in today. It's completely inside out, upside down, and backwards. Like, it's crazy. And I don't understand it. People who are walking across the border illegally are being handed food stamp cards, getting put into apartments. I mean, look at the New York City mayor, who just wanted to put all them illegals up in the luxury apartment buildings that they got out there, that you, me, and your brother couldn't afford to live in. But they'll live in it for free. And there was so much backlash that he had to actually back down from that. But that's what I'm saying. They're getting handed all this stuff for free. And the kicker is, they ain't even allowed to come over here and work. Not even allowed to work because they don't have working papers, so they're just given everything for free. I mean, but Americans that are, like I said, trying to help themselves can't be taken care of. Can't be helped. I mean, it's crazy that we live in a welfare state like this. And listen, I get it. There's all different kinds of reasons why people, can't help themselves. But those who can should be. And those who are getting turned away. It's nuts. So, love to hear your thoughts about this down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. I mean, you can't afford to live. You can't afford to eat. You can't afford to pay these freaking astronomical monthly rent payments that you're like, whoa, I'm not trying to rent the Taj Mahal here. I mean, we're talking basic 3-bedroom house. $2,500 a month. It's like, if I could afford my monthly rent to be $2,500 a month, I wouldn't be renting a home. I would be buying one. They're damn near, I mean, it's impossible. And this is how it's going to be. I don't want to block this road. It's going to be, let me pull up. It's going to be the very rich and the poor. The middle class is almost completely wiped out right now. It's insane. Because that's what I'm talking about. Middle class families that once were making a decent living are now homeless out on the street. And it ain't because they, drugged it up. That's not why. It's because the cost of living is so high and you're just not making up for it between all the bills and the eating and your food. I mean, for crying out loud. 2 bags of groceries at the store is $100. Easy. Yeah. It's insane. So anyway, let me hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. I love you guys. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay safe. Keep asking those hard questions. Keep spreading that light. And I will see you all next time. And I just wanted to add this in, that most of them, probably 98% of the places that you are looking to rent, now have a thing where they say, okay, you have to have at least a 650 credit score or higher for us to rent to you. And not only that, but you have to have a verifiable income of at least 3 times the monthly rent. Yeah, it's insane. So let's just say your rent is $2,000 a month. You have to make at least $6,000 a month for these people to want to rent to you. Now, if I made $6,000 a month, I wouldn't be renting a home. That is for damn sure. So I'm just saying, I don't know what everybody does for a living that is making $6,000 plus a month, but I'm in the wrong line of business. But I just wanted to add that in there.